Hi folks, Gamerbug here once again, and we are playing the Black Death. We are playing the Long Night update, which is 0.12, and we're going to talk about the monk in this version of the game. So in the last update, I wasn't massively enamoured with the monk, and if I'm perfectly honest, I'm still not. I just don't really see, as the game is at the minute, the purpose of this class. So what is the purpose of the class? Well, it's meant to be, well, let's have a look at the skills, healing, and that's about it really, if I'm perfectly honest. Well, healing and drug making and brewing. It makes sense that monks brew, because monks were quite renowned for brewing ales and wines and things like that. It makes sense that they do have medical skills. Yeah, that does make sense, I get that as well. Maybe even the drug making, but it doesn't actually make them an interesting class. That's probably the most intriguing thing about them, because I've got another thing in my house which is just behind me there, but I think this is probably the only class that will be able to use it, at a guess. They have no weapons or tools that they can learn, so it's all a bit meh. So let's just go into what skills that we kept again. So we kept just the same beggar skills, I think, peasant skills and beggar skills that we did in the other classes. So basically these from peasant and everything else is from being a beggar. Oh, it's got the weird bug that I was talking about in another video. Look, you know, it doesn't matter where I click, it's going back to one. You can get it to come on. I think it's worked now. Now it's going to bury cider no matter what I do, but anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure if where mead I got mead from, but it's got mead in there anyway. I think this may have been beggar actually, I don't know. It's got a ton more stuff in medical, nothing new in weapons, nothing new in tools, one thing in housing, a couple of things in clothing, and one thing in here. So anyway, let's pop back. So what did I actually have to learn in this class? Well, I had to learn that straight away, because that's pretty much the best way to get yourself experience points, by doing iron ore to iron ingots. And everything in this class is fairly expensive. A lot of them are 3 points, but they're actually quite pants, the things that are 3 points. That's 3 points, so thick ale. Wine I think was 4 points. That was 3, that was 3, I think. That's 2. I can't remember. I think there were 3 or 2 each of those. That was 2. That was 3. I think that was 1 or 2. I think that's just 1. Maybe it was 2. So I had to learn iron ingot again. So even though I've learned iron ingot as a peasant, I had to learn it in every career I've gone into. So that was the first thing I learned, just to try and get me through it. And this class felt like a grind, because the iron ingots ain't the greatest way, or most exciting way to get experience points. But you don't get a great deal from the other stuff that you craft for them. So, you know. Mixed herbs is another healing item. It degrades over time, so it makes it a bit crap. I'm assuming I've not really lost that much health. It's maybe better than these. But if it's not, there's no point to that at all. Really isn't, because it degrades. Opium is a drug that you can craft. The amount of poppies you need is 5. It gives you 15 to craft it. No, 30 points if you craft it, experience points. But the drug that costs 1 mushroom and 1 poppy gives you 15, and it has 2 items that you need, and you don't have to come back to your mortar and pestle to do it. So, yeah. So it makes a lot of their stuff quite grindy here. The monk's robes, well, there they are. They look quite pretty. They look quite chesty for some weird reason. But weirdly enough, my trousers bleed through, so it's not very well done. That mask I'm wearing, I think, is meant to protect me from the plague, but I believe it doesn't actually work at the moment. It's a cool idea. It's probably the coolest thing about it, because you put those these mixed herbs into the mask to reduce infection, but I don't believe it works at the moment. That's just something for your house, so meh. Large bubonic cure. Yeah, what? I made the small bubonic cures, clearly a lot. The standard one, which you get as standard in this class, cures a lot, so no point really on that one. Sells for a lot though. That's something. The medium ones, let me just have a quick look. This standard, that sells for like 300 odds. It's a lot, so that's pretty good. Gauze dressing, it takes 2 threads and 1 cotton to make that. And considering a bandage is just 1 thread, it's a lot of ingredients again, and I guess it's more powerful. And these are again just used for healing you, and they're a 1-use thing. I know that the devs spoke when somebody mentioned it on the forum about these should be repeat usage items that have a degrading bar, like a weapon, like this. Yeah, I'm actually on board with that. I think that's a good idea. You know, something they can craft once. I think at the minute it just takes 1 iron ingot. I think they need to be more than that. Maybe a couple of iron ingots, or an iron ingot and some, I don't know, cotton or something, but I think they're just a little bit too easy to craft for it to be something that degrades over time, unless you maybe get 3 uses out of them. So yeah, you get those. They all just seem to heal a lot though, just like the basic bandages do, and so that and that feel very, at least at this point, similar. And then this is just food. At the end of the day, it's food. Very expensive to learn food, and that's it. Not a lot of skills in there, but there's a lot of points to do it. I found it really boring. There are a lot of ways that they could make this class cool and interesting. Whether they want to explore it, I don't know. But I like the idea of them being sort of chemists along with sort of healers and brewers. And in that sense, you could have them, because they're not that good with weapons and armor. Well, they're as good as anyone else, but they can't craft weapons and armor. Maybe have them craft like sort of incendiaries in a sense, you know, little like Greek fire bombs that they could throw at people and would hit the ground and set on fire, maybe do a bit of damage over time on people. Don't make them massively overpowered, have the damage over time more the thing or whatever, and a bit of an impact blast. But if you can kill someone 1 shot with a big 2-handed sword, why not have something like that for this class? Why not give them something kind of cool? I was even thinking, again, like little flash powder that would make a person go blind for a few seconds or something like that, or stun them in place. That would be quite cool. Some people have mentioned staves. Might be alright, might be an interesting thing. But as they are, there's really no, I mean, maybe they're making poisons or something, but at the minute they're just not very interesting. It's not a class worth coming to. Yes, their special ability means they can equip an item. If you look at the bottom, I can't because there's no one here, but you can press F and you can use that item to heal another person who is near you. I assume you have to be close because I've not been near anyone to do it. So the only class that can heal somebody else, maybe if the item in their hotbar, if they hit F and nobody's nearby, you just heal yourself. That might be quite cool, because you can't hotbar bandages at the minute, and that would make them actually a better class. But besides that, and that's all stuff that you can't do, they're not very good. I won't be revisiting this class anytime soon, and I'm really glad I finished it. So this is possibly the shortest video I've done, because the class just isn't that exciting. They haven't kept anything from the previous classes. It just makes them a bit, well, just a bit not interesting. I'm not a fan of this class at all. The merchant's better than this, and the merchant wasn't very good either. Is it better than the blacksmith? No. Is it better than the merchant? Actually, no, because they can't craft weapons, which the merchant can do. And the merchant has bandages, which are not maybe as good as these bandages, but they're decent. And the merchant can craft armor, so yeah, they're not actually very good. I will say that they did keep leather craft from, I think that was from being a peasant. But I think this is glitched still. I don't know if they're going to fix it or not, because that's from being peasant as well. But yeah, it's as nice an idea as it is. I don't even know if the monk's a really good thing. I may well end up doing a video where I'm gonna put a weird wish list of what I think should be classes and what they should do in this game. But it's not gonna happen. It's just my thoughts for the future, I guess. Until then, thank you for watching. No, the monk's not very good. But let's have a look at the next class, which is either going to be militia or hunter. I haven't quite decided yet. And I do hope to see you in the next video. As always, Gamerbug out.